Hello friends and viewers, and welcome to my Maitha character guide. My name is James, I'm a global player and I started Sword of Convallaria in early September 2024. I'm a strategy and turn-based RPG fan, with the Fire Emblem series, Tactics Ogre, and Unicorn Overlord being some recent titles I enjoy. As such, I lack the technical knowledge and exposure to the Taiwan and China scene. I'm also a PvE-focused player, so I have no knowledge of PvP. As a result, I'm subject to feedback and open to being wrong. If you come across conflicting information to other guides and creators in this video, then that suggests that there are multiple ways to play a character. Play your way. As a fun fact about myself, I'm also an avid Thai tea boba enjoyer. Maitha's trait is Shield of Convallaria. Note that a unique quality about Maitha's trait is that the healing effect has unlimited tile range. Many of the dedicated healers in the Watcher class have healing abilities limited by a number of tiles, but Maitha's trait will heal the 2 lowest HP percentage allies anywhere on the map. Her initial skill is Leg Slam. You will commonly use this for knockbacks, strategically to knock enemies off the map. At rank 1, your options are Guard or Co-Defense. Both options here have the same 2 tile radius limitation. With Block, Guard positions Maitha into supportive play, mitigating physical damage for allies. Beware of the possibility that the target swap from Guard could put Maitha or the swapped character in an unideal situation. Co-Defense has a higher mitigation ceiling and also has the benefit of providing Maitha both physical and magical damage mitigation. My pick here was Guard. At rank 3, I recommend Come On Everybody. Come On Everybody provides an AoE heal and level 1 buffs. Additionally, this skill allows Maitha to take physical attacks for allies, much like Guard at rank 1. If you intend to play Maitha for more knockback utility alongside Leg Slam, consider Maitha's Charge. At rank 5, I recommend Endurance Activation. Outside of external healing, Endurance Activation will trigger anytime Maitha casts Come On Everybody, or if she triggers her Shield of Convallaria trait on herself. The damage reduction buff mitigates both physical and magical damage. Block counter only triggers from melee attacks. Consider this if you aspire for out-of-turn damage and more damage in general from Maitha. At rank 7, I recommend Bandage. Bandage is a single target heal for herself or an ally. It is an instant skill, which means Maitha can follow up with a basic attack or another skill after. It is also another way for Maitha to apply Endurance Activation to herself. If you would like to run a Sword of Convallaria Leader's Aura, I recommend having the aura through Rawia instead, as Rawia's aura is stronger than Maitha's. At rank 9, I recommend Armor Piercing Strike. Armor Piercing Strike adds debuff utility whenever Maitha performs a basic attack. If you want Maitha to herself to output more damage, consider Powerful Attack. At rank 11, I recommend Invulnerable. Invulnerable is a strong defensive with a hypothetical 60% uptime, protects her from disrupt debuffs, and protects her from back attacks. Note that if you selected Endurance Activation at rank 5, the damage reduction buff will not stack with Invulnerable. When Maitha is Invulnerable active, she will also not receive the damage reduction buff from Endurance Activation because Invulnerable provides a higher level buff. However, this should not dissuade you from selecting Invulnerable. Maitha's combo is Maitha's strongest single target attack. If you're utilizing Maitha for damage and knockbacks, consider this skill. This is a potential assist build with Armor Piercing Strike, Endurance Activation, Invulnerable, Come On Everybody, and Guard. This build provides Maitha damage mitigation with Invulnerable and Endurance Activation, as well as assisting cover with Come On Everybody and Guard. If you want to substitute some assist for some more healing, consider swapping Guard for Bandage. If you're committed to playing Maitha to dealing damage and knockbacks, consider this build with Powerful Attack, Block Counter, Maitha's Combo, Maitha's Charge, and Leg Slam. However, consider that the most strategic use of knockbacks is knocking enemies off maps. In these cases, the actual damage from a knockback skill does not matter. Otherwise, given Maitha's fast speed, knockbacks can be used to distance an enemy from an ally at risk. For weapons, some possible options include Newborn Blade, Senator Swift Sword, and Guardian's Will. All of these swords increase HP, with Senator Swift Sword providing the most at 50% HP at star level 5. Choose Newborn Blade for damage, Senator Swift Sword for additional debuff utility, or Guardian's Will for more mitigation. Note for Guardian's Will, this needs external support to be most effective, such as the Luxite Great Shield Trinket or the Desire for Temperance Tarot. Some potential trinkets include Mystery Guardian, Fancy Hat, Luxite Great Shield, and Old Scrolls of August. Mystery Guardian for physical damage mitigation and protection from defense attribute debuffs, but note it does have the attack from front condition. Fancy Hat to protect her active and passive skills that she needs to assist. However, note the Invulnerable skill already provides the same immunity. Luxite Great Shield to provide a physical shield, best used with the Guardian's Will weapon. Old Scrolls of August to utilize her high speed and provide a slower unit with a speed buff. For tarots, Silence of the Hermit will offer more damage mitigation. Guidance of the World to increase her invulnerable uptime or come on everybody casts. Standby turns may be strategic and she will still provide out-of-turn support with assisting covers. Fool's Naivety to increase her HP and single target damage. After Coco, Maitha has the second highest base HP among defenders. Gibbous Moon to provide some reprieve when Maitha is injured. It will also trigger Endurance activation. Or Desire for Temperance, best paired with Guardian's Will and Luxite Great Shield. For engravings, I recommend the Double Pentacle Resonance or the Pentacle and Bond Resonance. Pentacle engravings have a higher ceiling for HP and defense rolls, so with Double Pentacle, this resonance combo provides some cushion if Maitha is injured or dying. For Pentacle and Wand, Maitha is best at mitigating physical damage, and this resonance combination decreases physical damage taken even further. To provide some team composition tips, Maitha boasts high speed and the highest speed among defenders, so she will likely move first in a round. With her assisting cover from Guard and Come On Everybody, she sets the initial formation to take hits for allies. Maitha is more vulnerable to magic damage and physical damage. Consider supporting her with units that buff magic defense, or bring units that apply attack debuffs to prioritize on magic damage dealers. Lastly, Maitha is part of the Sword of Convallaria and Iria categories. Consider building a team with Maitha around one of these leaders' auras. Here is an overview of external category buffs available to Maitha. Dentalion provides a leader aura, which offers the unique effect of more damage to enemies with 3 or more debuffs. Maitha can provide 2 debuffs with her armor-piercing strike basic attack. Rauia provides a Sword of Convallaria leader aura. This aura is stronger than Maitha's, which increases damage dealt and decreased damage taken. Xavier and KA Fire Conjurer provide a general Iria leader's aura. I recommend using Dentalion's and or Rauia's aura instead if possible. Only consider the Iria from Xavier or Fire Conjurer if it's your only option. From Inanna, we have Soulmate. Soulmate is a support buff, granting all allies within 3 tiles an attack and defense buff. This is a great ability to have in an Irian team, providing up to 20% attack and defense. As a general note, Maitha's rank 1 co-defense skill does not conflict with the co-defense from this ability, so the 2 can stack. I don't have an invested Maitha to show yet, but this is a slide for me to talk about what my ideal Maitha would look like. I would have Senator Swift Sword with Mystery Guardian using a double Pentacle Resonance and the Hermit or World Tarots. For skills, I would use my assist build, Armor Piercing Strike, Endurance Activation, Invulnerable, Come On Everybody, and Guard skills. In this type of build, my ideal Maitha would focus on debuff utility, physical damage mitigation, and assisting cover. That concludes my character guide. As mentioned in my disclaimer, I welcome feedback and I'm open to being wrong. I'm still learning and improving at this video game just like you. Additionally, if you find conflicting information to other guides or content creators, then that means there are multiple ways to build a character and still be successful. I highly recommend that you play your way. Here is my contact information, my YouTube, Discord, and email. And as always, please feel free to comment below with any feedback you have about this guide. Last but not least, I want to credit and share these resources that contributed to helping me build this guide. Thanks for watching.